Hello, my name is Derek Goring, and this is my CEO analysis and report. The organization that I have chose to cover is the social networking giant known as Facebook. This site creates a social network where people from across the world can communicate via the internet. The CEO of this organization is the 30-year-old Mark Zuckerberg. I chose this specific CEO because he is a man of my generation, and I have essentially grown up with Facebook being a huge part of society. I've also chose Mr. Zuckerberg because of his mass amount of success in such a short period of time is quite astounding on all levels of business. It does not take close examination to see that Mark Zuckerberg is doing something right. He has managed to steer a dorm room creation into a worldwide phenomenon. As any CEO has had, Mr. Zuckerberg has had his ups and downs while running Facebook. To this point in time, it has been through sheer determination and devotion to Facebook that has enabled it to succeed. Mr. Zuckerberg has made some questionable decisions during his time, but up to this point, they have been hugely successful. Whether it has been involving sketchy business decisions with business partners or off-the-wall business acquisitions, his drive has guided Facebook through rough times to a point where it has over a billion users. For a social networking site, this is completely unheard of. Personally, I do not see myself as being able to lead an organization the same way that he does. There is a reason why I am currently taking an online college class when at this point in Mr. Zuckerberg's life, he was running and managing a multi-million-dollar organization. He has managed to find the sweet spot between focusing on people and focusing on tasks. This is a trait that I need to improve upon because I tend to focus more on tasks and leave the people behind. This tends to have my coworkers shying away from me when things need to get done. I also do not share the same ability to take huge risks as he does. He has had several times where he has taken large risks and gone out on some pretty long limbs, and then has still managed to persevere through these risks to become even more successful than he was before. The trait that I admire most about Mr. Zuckerberg is his absolute faith in what he is doing. Even when times were rough, he knew what he wanted and trusted in himself. To have this kind of faith in himself is an outstanding trait. This absolute faith is what helps lead him to take these astonishing risks and know that he will be successful in the end because he knows what he is doing and knows what he wants. After analyzing the way that he has led this organization, I would say that I would love to run an organization in the same exact way that he has. How he's done certain things can be questionable in terms of ethics, but his successfulness cannot be. He's taken the risks that he's needed to take. He's been able to find the balance between being task-oriented and people-oriented. He's provided his employees with a clear direction and a path to follow to be successful. Anyone who would wish to run an organization such as Facebook other than the way that Mr. Zuckerberg has would be considered a fool because they would be stepping off a beaten, proven, successful path. Based on the analysis of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, it is easy to see how the CEO and founder of this organization has led to its immense success. Above, you have heard my brief analysis of how Mr. Zuckerberg has run Facebook and how his leadership compares to the leadership qualities within myself. You've also heard the traits that I admire most about Mr. Zuckerberg and what I would personally like to do if I were in charge of a similar organization. The CEO has proven that with the right amount of determination and stubbornness, dorm room creations have a place in today's world. All these dorm room creations need is the correct guiding hand, and for Facebook, this guiding hand has come from Mark Zuckerberg. My name is Derek Gorin, and this has been my video presentation of my CEO analysis and report on Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg.